G'day there, Niners DNA here, and welcome to just a quick little video in reaction to the press conference that Kyle and Trey, QB1 of the San Francisco 49ers, did this morning. A couple of things for me really stood out in terms of some pointers from our coach Kyle heading into the weekend. On our very first video, I was thinking that he would not move away from JWJ, Jeff Wilson Jr., in terms of his running back. And I've got a clip lined up here. He is answered. He is asked a question by one of the beat writers about what he likes about Jeff Wilson Jr. And hearing this answer, it tells me that straight away that JWJ will be the starting running back this week on higher ground, on drier ground, hopefully. But I'm hearing there's some rain predicted. So let's just listen to Kyle and what his explanation is behind his opinion of Jeff Wilson Jr.
Such a good football player. Anything that we ask him to do, he does. Whether it's our third down back, whether it's playing a fullback role, when our wideouts have the ball, in the pass game and the run game, he's been a starter for us. And he's a very reliable guy. When Jeff's healthy and able to stay fresh, he play at a high level, and he's one of the guys that we trust as much as anyone around here.
I've never seen a quarterback with 3 career starts face the intense level.
So you heard Grant asking his question there about the intense level of scrutiny that our man QB1 Trey Lance is facing, but we'll get to that a little bit later. So as you saw if you're obviously being a fan of the Niners, in 2020 that Jeff was our leading running back, and I think he can still get back to some of the amount of yards that he gained in 2020. I can get back to that production. He has lost probably a little bit of speed, but I think again that was dampened by the ground, and so I think he'll do a job for us on Sunday and ensure that that running game is working, so Trey can get to work on some of the play action passes and some of the bootlegs. The next one I want to show you is, and before I get there, is obviously it's a clip. If I just can get to it, it's a clip that Trey, he's asked by one of the beat writers, as I find it here, in terms of his maturity, or not his maturity, but has he been coached into being so self-deprecating, or not? Maybe self-deprecating is probably the too harsh an explanation for what he does, but he's very particular about which parts that he criticizes himself about or critiques himself. And for me, I think that's just the guy he is. I just think, he's an incredibly insightful human being, an incredibly self-aware human being in terms of, what he needs to do and what he needs to do on the field and what he doesn't see and what he needs to see. And it just quickly, let's just go to, some of the stuff that Chris Sims has said and some of the other pundits, Colin Coward, over there in America. As I just saw on one of Grant's videos, this would not be happening if Jimmy was on the team. I know 100%. I can understand why they've kept him, but the fact that he's still there is going to cause so much drama. And and I am repeating what some of the other content creators are saying, but if Jimmy's not there, this vitriol is not happening. I have no doubt in my mind. But look, I don't want to go over that. Let's just hear how Trey answers this question. And this is the question from, I believe it could be Tim from The Athletic, but I could be wrong. He is answering a question about was he coached to be so self-critical?
I'm the only one that touches the ball other than the center every single play. So it's my decision most of the time where the ball goes, how it gets there, things like that, pre-snap, getting us in the right play, getting us in the right call, whether it's run game, pass game, protections, whatever it may be. So I make most of the decisions other than the play call with Kyle.
So at the end of the day, I mean, I see it as there was always pretty much a better answer. If I don't, incomplete pass, whatever, there was always, for me going back and watching the tape, there's always an option or always a better answer. Unless, we do make an explosive and I do make the right play. With ball placement, little things like that could have got us, to 3rd and 2 versus 3rd and 4, little things like that. But yeah, going back and watch the tape, whether it's practice or a game, I feel like that's, like I said, where I learn so much every single rep, because little things like that can make all the difference, in the long run, especially in a game like that.
He is so calm, so reassuring for a fan, being a fan of the Niners. His voice doesn't intonate up and down too much. He just has a very measured way in which he delivers his answer to the question. It's very intelligent. It flows. He can think on his feet, which again is why the Niners chose him. So that'll be it from me for now. And from the Niners DNA team, we'll be back closer to the game against the Seahawks with a preview with a couple of the other boys from the Niners DNA team. So thank you very much, guys, and I'll talk to you and see you soon. Bye.